Good morning. Welcome to Old Vine Zen, and it's early, like Sunday morning, and it took me a lot to get here because of technical difficulties, which is way beyond me. And I don't edit anything, I just put it out there. So I came upon this French Renaissance philosopher from the 1500s, and maybe some of you know have heard of him. He was French. I think I already said that. His name was Michel de Montaigne, and I want to share with you this morning what he has to say about meditation. So let me share it with you. It's short, but it's so right. Meditation is a rich and powerful method of study for anyone who knows how to examine his mind and to employ it vigorously. I would rather shape my soul than furnish it. There is no exercise that is either feeble or more strenuous, according to the nature of the mind concerned, than that of conversing with one's own thoughts. The greatest men make it their vocation, quote, those for whom to live is to think. And to me, that is perfect, because I think meditation is sold as a very watered down kind of relaxing. That's what it's about, relaxing. And yes, it's a byproduct of it, but that's not what meditation is about. Meditation is about developing a relationship with you and your mind, between you and your mind. What kind of habitual thinking have you gotten yourself into that is creating such havoc inside of you, that's making you sick, that's making you suffer? What kind of thinking, like ruminating about the future, ruminating about the past, which has already been done and it can't be changed? What kind of suffering are we putting ourselves through? So when we meditate, we start to listen to our thoughts. And yeah, after a while, when you start to listen and pay attention to your thinking, you start to see how pointless a lot of it is, just pointless, just ruminating over and over. And once you shine that light of awareness of how pointless it is, it starts to slow down, because your mind starts going, oh, she's caught on to me. She knows what I'm doing, or he knows what's going on. And so you start to realize that there's so much that we cannot control. There's some things that we can influence our future with, how we take care of ourselves, what we pay attention to, what our actions are. They can influence, but then past that, it's out of our control. And the past, yes, it's good to look back and see how we handled a situation, and then draw from that some growth and knowledge, and then let it go. But to just keep going over it and over it makes no sense. It's pointless. So how do we get out of this circle of stuff that causes us such pain? We become aware of it. And when we sit, there's nowhere to run to. There's nowhere to go. Unless you just say, oh, I can't meditate, and you get up and leave. How about if you just sit with it? You sit with those thoughts that are just going crazy. How about if you just look and develop a relationship with your mind and become Become the thought. Become what you want to think. Take back some of that control over what your mind is doing, because it is yours. It's yours. And sure, habits are hard to change, and I'm not saying we'll never ruminate again. That's ridiculous. We will. But how much time do you want to waste on it? How much time do you want to waste of right now, which is your life? That's what it's about. You have to make a choice. You can throw up your hands and say, well, that's just the way I am. Or you can say, no, that's the way I was, and I want to be different. I want my mind to think differently. And then you start inserting different thoughts. It's up to you. You can buy a tape and learn how to, or try to learn how to just flow down the river. But I'm telling you, you're going to have forests. There's going to be a lot of things in the way of that, you and that river. And you've got to clear away some of that forest before you get to that clear, beautiful river. That's the way it is. And you can make a choice. Say, no, I can't meditate. Or you can make a choice. I'm going to sit with my thoughts and see what I'm thinking and see if this is what I want to continue with. And then insert new things. So let's do it right now. Let's just sit with our thoughts, right? See what happens. Be curious. You know, the best teacher I ever had said, it's how you go into your meditation, what your attitude is. Is your attitude like, oh yeah, I'm going to just be with it? Or is your attitude, oh God, I have to do this again. It's Sunday morning. What's your attitude? So close your eyes. My attitude's good. So close your eyes. Relax. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. Come into this moment. It's fall. It doesn't even matter if it's fall. It could be winter, summer, or spring. Just come into this moment. Soften your belly a little bit. You know, relax. If you have a deep, one of those tight pits in your stomach, see if you can soften it. Relax the stomach. I look outside and I see all the colors in the trees. And then I see some of the trees that haven't turned color. They're just evergreens. There's just surrounded by differences. And it's okay. Let your legs relax. Let your feet and toes stretch. Breathe in and feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the feeling of your body. The tightness maybe in the neck starts to soften. The jaw relaxes. The cheeks. Even the eyelids become softly closed, not tightly shut. It's just kind of settling in. I wish we could spend like an eternity like this. But let's just take a few moments to become familiar with being still, relaxing. Even if your mind's still moving, it's okay. I offer you even check out what you're thinking about. See if it's pointless or not. And then come back to your breath, breathing in some peacefulness, letting go of some tension maybe in the legs or the hips or the lower back. Breathe in and breathe out. The forehead begins to smooth away all the lines of the future, all the lines of the past. we come into this moment together. I know you're there with me. I know we share this practice together. And from that, we get support and energy. It's all about energy. The energy of the body, breathing in and breathing out. Words from Michelle. Meditation then isn't merely the product of solitude, that endangered art right now of learning how to be alone with your thoughts. But it's a time to take an active record of one's inward gaze. What's going on inside of you? Mentally, physically, how does your body feel? Are you tired? Are you rested? Do you feel healthy? Or do you feel depleted? What do you need? What do you need? A breath of fresh air? A good meal? A chat with a friend? What do you need? A good book? What do you need? Solitude or companionship? What do you need? There's no right or wrong. And let us remember it changes. It doesn't stay the same. One day you need one thing. The next day you need something different. Do you need to be inside all cozy and warm? Or do you need to be outside in the briskness? What do you need? Movement or stillness? What will this day be like for you? Add just a touch of what you need, please. Ask yourself right now, what do you need? What do you need more of? What do you need less of? Is your mind too busy? How about we just sit and look at our surroundings for a moment? Look at our lives. Look at our day. Bring to mind something that's comforting to you today. Maybe something you have, something you will have, something you'll make an effort for. Make that effort if you really want it. Sometimes we have to make an effort. And we say, no, I don't want to. But sometimes it's worth it. Only you know. Breathe in and breathe out. Take care of your mind. As the Buddha said, everything belongs and starts with the thought. So be careful what you think of. Breathe in and breathe out. And we will move into the rest of our lives together. It's beautiful just to sit and take stock of what is going on within us. And very gently now, we will close our meditation with a lightness, no judgment, just awareness. No judging, just awareness. That's all. It's not about judging ourselves. It's not about coming down on ourselves. It's about being aware. That's it. Breathe in and breathe out. And gently now, we will come back to where we began. You may reopen your eyes if you'd like, or you can keep them closed. I know I think a lot, but I try to make my thinking productive. I try to become aware that when I'm doing the pointless type of thinking, to snap myself out of it, because it is pointless, right? And I try to look around every day and see the day for what it has to offer. It's our life, Our life isn't in the future. It's right now. That's all it ever is. So hard to get that concept sometimes because you make plans for the future, but life is right now, right this minute. So have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you, and have a good time tomorrow and the next day. Pay attention to your thinking, okay? And just, I think just be aware of it, and add a thought that you might want to put into your new pattern of thinking. Okay? Take care, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. I really do. Bye.